Now, the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show continues on Charleston's Big Talker, 1250 WTMA.
Welcome back, Charleston, as the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show continues here on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com. I always like to take a little bit of time to just say thank you to those of you that listen to this program. I, of course, want to say thank you to my sponsors, Michael Santelli with Guaranteed Rate and Christy McDonald of McDonald & Associates, both fantastic partners in my business that I absolutely trust and would love the opportunity. If you are interested in maybe refinancing, buying a home and getting a mortgage, maybe you're doing estate planning, maybe you need that will that we were talking about earlier in the program, or of course, when you go to buy or sell or invest in real estate, you need a closing attorney here in South Carolina. And McDonald & Associates is a fantastic company that I highly recommend. So if you'd like to reach out to them, or if you want to speak with me about the process of buying, selling, or investing in real estate, would love the opportunity to connect with you. I can be reached at 843-400-8009. That's 843-400-8009. That's my cell phone. Call or text that number, and we'll have a private conversation off air. Happy to help in any way that I can. And I've had a lot of calls recently from folks that really don't have anything pressing that they need. They just need some advice. They need a good contractor. They want to know more about how to approach a process if, let's say, they're 9, 12, 18 months away from buying or selling. And I love it when that happens because we can approach that process the right way. We don't have to rush. We can prepare, and we can make sure that as that time gets closer and as you get ready, you're making right decisions. You are following the market. You're experienced in the process, and you ultimately win your transaction. So I want to say thank you again to the sponsors. And if you want to reach out to me, again, 843-400-8009, or go to my website, listingsincharleston.com. So I want to spend a little bit of time here at the end of this program talking about something that I'm really passionate about. And when I got into this business, I was 21 years old when I got licensed. And I was never the agent, even at a really young age, that lied to people. I never, positioned myself to be anything more than what I was, which was a intelligent, hardworking, and inexperienced real estate agent with a big real estate background, given what my family had done for a living. So I understood it. I was a student of the market, and I worked my you-know-what off. And that grit, that work ethic, served me very well. And by the market crashed in 2008. My basically my 2.5 years into the business, and then by the next year, I was in the top 1% of agents in the market, and I worked really darn hard to get there, and I've stayed there ever since. And the approach that I take, which I think a lot of people really appreciate, and why they like working with me and my team, is that we are not the type of agents that bait you into communicating with our team about real estate. We have something that we live by, and it's right underneath our logo on our front door, and it's passion, integrity, and results. We love what we do. That's why we work so hard, because we like producing results for people, and we do it with integrity. And so what I want to talk about over these next few minutes are some of these guarantees, some of these incentives, some of these things that agents are doing right now to earn your business, or to at least capture your eye or ear and cause you to communicate with them about, say, selling a house. And I really want to kind of unpackage these guarantees so that you understand what you're getting yourself into. And I'll start with this example. At least in the general area, not so much in Charleston because it hasn't emerged yet, but you have all these companies that we as an industry are referring to as iBuyers. It's OfferPad, it's Knock, it's Marketplace Homes, it's Purple Bricks. Redfin, Zillow is now starting to buy real estate and give you instant offers on your property. And what I think a lot of people, generally speaking, understand is that if somebody is going to give you a cash sale guarantee on your house, if you see a real estate agent's marketing and they say, I will buy your house for cash guaranteed, and that is a general statement that is going out to everybody in this market. First of all, you and I both know that agent does not have enough cash on hand to buy every single person's house that makes, that raises their hand and wants more information. It has to be worth it to them. And so if you're going to communicate with that agent and learn more about that program, Let me tell you how this is going to shake out. And it's not working too well for folks, by the way, because Purple Bricks, that company I was just telling you about, just posted losses of $70 million, and they are hightailing it out of the United States. They're a company that buys homes for less by offering, cash guarantees on offers. Lost $70 million. They're out of business. Well, they're at least out of business in the U.S. Redfin just posted $66 million in losses for the properties that they're buying. The end game is not for them to buy homes and flip them right away. And we'll get into that if we have some time. But I really want you guys to understand what to expect if you go after one of these guarantees. The person that says, guaranteed sold or I'll buy it. Well, first you need to just ask yourself the question of what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that they're honestly going to pay you fair market value for your house? No, probably not, but it's at least worth a phone call, right? You at least have to satisfy that curiosity, and that in and of itself is the problem, is that now that agent's gimmick has worked. They are now communicating with you about possibly selling your house. So they set a time to, walk through your house and tell you what they think it's worth and what it's going to sell for and come up with their idea of, fair market value and then what they can offer you right now, cash. Or if we don't sell it for this amount, then you can get that offer cash guaranteed. And so let's say it's, let's just keep the math super simple. Let's say it's a $100,000 house. That's what it's worth in fair market. Well, they're going to offer you $80,000 to maybe $85,000. Maybe if you're lucky, but it's probably going to be closer to $80,000. So automatically you're like, well, wait a minute. I don't want to take 20% off of the value of my home. I'm okay with selling it quickly and for cash, but not for 20% off. And so they're going to say, well, hey, wait a minute. This isn't the only option here. We can just, of course, sell the home regularly. We can do it like it always is done. We can put it on the MLS. Here are all the things that we're going to do to market the property. And if you want fair market value, then why don't we just do this thing like it's always been done and just reduce the price a few percentage points? That way we know we're going to sell it quickly. Well, that makes a lot more sense, right? Than undercutting your price by 20%. And so now this agent has used this foot in the door technique to get a listing that's slightly under fair market value that's going to sell, and they've earned themselves a commission. And good for them. But nowhere along the way are you interested in taking 20% off of the fair market value of your house to sell it to a real estate agent. They're also going to say something like, well, hey, because we're offering this guarantee, here are some of the things that we need you to agree to during the course of this listing. And so I'm going to get into that as soon as we get back right here on the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show. Stick with us. This is some interesting stuff, things you need to know if you're going to sell your house so that you can avoid these gimmicks. Stick around. This is the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com. And of course, reach out to me if you want to talk more about selling your home the right way. The no gimmicks guarantee is what we're calling it. But we do guarantee to communicate with you at least once per week from the time we list until the time we sell. And if we don't, you can fire us. We have a 1-day listing agreement, meaning you can cancel it at any time. If you buy or sell a home with us, or buy and sell a home with us, we'll pay your moving expenses. We'll pay for a free pre-listing home inspection. We will pay for a free staging consultation, all kinds of great incentives that are real, that are tangible, that are not foot in the door techniques. So if you want more information on that, 843-400-8009 is my cell phone, or go to my website, listingsincharleston.com. Stick around for the last few minutes of the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com.
Visit Brian Beatty's website at listingsincharleston.com. The Brian Beatty Real Estate Show continues next on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA.